A very, very good evening to you, all viewers. Welcome once again to Practical Talk with Floris Lyman. Wow, this is an empowerment, an awareness, an educative show where we talk about almost everything that is pertaining to life. That is why it is practical. We have to deal with it practically. So you are more than welcome to join us. It's been a while. I'm very grateful. I appreciate my father for making it possible for me to be here today. We really want to thank God for this opportunity. So you're welcome. If you would like to feature on this platform, if you have anything that you're doing, if you have a good cause that you're doing, if you have things going on and you want people to know about it, you're more than welcome to connect here with me. I am here on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and also on YouTube. Please contact me at florislyman@gmail.com. Well, I just want to encourage you to please share this program. And the topic that we are dealing with today is a very, very practical one. It's got to do with appreciation. Oh my goodness, that word appreciation. A lot of us do tend to put less value on it, but it's so valuable. And we're going to discover as we talk about that today. So please do me a favor by sharing this. I'm just going to give us a few seconds as we share this. Please feel free to share onto your other platforms. And, you're more than welcome also to make your comments in the comment box. We'll try as much as we can to respond to your comments or to flag your comments up. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Wow. Thank you so much. Well, with me today, I don't have a stranger. I won't call her a stranger. She's been on this platform for a couple of times when this platform was in its baby stage. I remember my guest here was one of the first people. So I'm really grateful. She's a very good supporter of a good cause. Her name is Mr. Carol Babalola. She's the co-founder of the MM. I'm trying to guess the awards, but I will come back to her. She is also the executive of the Faith Academy. The Faith Academy is one of her charities that she's hosting at the moment, where she's helping people to do practical things, practical skills like bead making. She does quite a lot of work in her community. Mr. Carol is a coach. She has written books. She's an author of books. Yeah. I'm training her at the moment. She's an author of books. She's an evangelist in the marketplace. Wow. She's a businesswoman. She's an entrepreneur. To put it in the Englishman's understanding, Mr. Carol, she is a woman of substance. She's a woman of substance. She's done many, many things, not only here, but like I said, also in her community. Mr. Carol Babalola, I've known her through the years. I say to people, she's one of the women I can call, as a mother figure, because I lost my mother few years ago, and like I said, I lost my mom, but I found a mother in many other women, and she is one of those women that I can regard as a mom, and also as a woman that's fervently serving in the kingdom. I'm proud to be connected to her. So like I said, she's the co-executive. She is the executive of the IRMA Awards Night. We're going to be talking about that as we go along. So I'm going to bring Minister Carol for us to talk about this topic today. Appreciate people while they are alive. Why should we appreciate people? What's the meaning of appreciation? Why do we appreciate? Why should we appreciate? Do we appreciate ourselves in the first place? We're going to be talking about that. So, Mr. Carol, I'm going to bring you on just to say hello to our guests.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Pastor Flores. Nice to be on your show again. Thank you for what you're doing. We
Thank
appreciate
you
you.
so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Carol. So, how have you been? Yes, I know we've come back from COVID, talking about appreciation. How has it been for you? I know since it's been a while. Like I said, and we've gone through COVID by the special grace of God. We are alive. To be part of the survivals. It's not by mind, it's not by power, but and we've been privileged. How have you been? And how are
I'm
you
very well,
doing?
thank you. I'm very, very well. And glory be to God. And how have you been too?
I guess the same. Things are always happening, but we're grateful. I appreciate the
Grateful
fact
to
that
be alive. Very
I am
grateful to be
alive.
alive, to be among the
Yes.
living.
Yeah, I'm alive to be able to be an encouragement to others like you and I are on here doing today. So thank you so very much
Thank
for
you
that.
too.
Right. So, Mr. Carol, when I was thinking about this topic, because I know you're coming up with a program, I am somebody that's passionate. I love to say good things to people. I know sometimes we struggle sometimes as human beings. It's either you're going through your own challenges, so you're not in the mood. Sometimes you tend not to like even what you're doing about yourself, and even when people acknowledge it, it's a problem. So as a result, you don't even get to see anything good, even in other people. Even when good things are happening, you're not conscious enough to do that. I don't believe in when somebody has gone, that's when they're doing celebration of life. You have everybody writing episodes. I believe in saying nice things to people when they are alive. I believe in appreciating somebody immediately if they've done me something good. Even if I forget, peradventure I forget, I have to make sure there is no delay in getting back to them. But like I said, we are all different. But this thing called appreciation, I think is something that's powerful. And sometimes, if we're not careful, we tend to put less value on it. So that's why, and you're similar to me because I've seen you do that on several occasions on platforms, different places, always appreciating people, encouraging people, saying positive affirmations to people, acknowledging what people are doing. And that's one of the core passions that you have, to the point that you now have an event surrounded around appreciation and acknowledgement of what somebody has done in the community, encouraging people to acknowledge somebody for what they feel that they have done. So I think you are in a better place for us to have this discussion today. So I want us to have a look first of all at the word appreciation, for the benefit of some people might not even know what it means to appreciate. People just hear it. People just hear it. But what's the meaning of appreciation? What does it mean to appreciate?
All right.
What's the
Thank you
meaning?
very much. Um, I first of all say I'm an encourager. Okay, I encourage people, and because I'm an encourager, it's easier for me to appreciate people because that's the call of who I am. So when you're an encourager, you appreciate easily. The question is, what is an appreciation? Appreciation is simply to increase the value of something, what you already are. You appreciate you. That's increase the value of that thing. Is an expression of or acknowledgement, recognition, realization, the knowledge of something, having the knowledge of something, or be an a state of being aware of something. Like for example, when I see somebody, I look at that person from their head to their toe, and I say something that it's good about them. I just appreciate it and tell them. And believe me, that changes who they are. That makes their day or even makes their life. So appreciation is simply increasing the value of something. That is something that you are already are. It's a state of feeling. It's a state of, kind of admiration, a gratitude kind of. Appreciation is different from gratitude because gratitude is, when something happened to you, you are happy, you want to be grateful for what appreciation is not like that. Appreciation is the call or is a state of who you were when you were born, or the state of where you will be when you die, because God has kind of put those things, innate in us. It's like a child that is newly born. When you look at that child, you appreciate creation of God. It's just like, I can liken it to like worshiping God. Worshiping God is different from thanking God. You thank God for what He has done for you, but you worship God for who He is. It's something like that with appreciation. When you see people, you appreciate the thing that about them that God has made in them. Nobody's ugly. That I tell people, nobody's ugly. It could be the dress that the person is wearing. It could be what they have done. It could be their contribution in the community or in the place of work or what they have done. We just appreciate them, and that boosts boosts them to do much more better. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was just looking at some of the other dictionary quotations given. To appreciate can mean recognition and enjoyment of the good qualities of someone or something. Wow. It means valuing, like you said, respect, putting a price on something, cherishing, treasuring, admiration, regard, and esteem. How are you esteeming your child for what they've done? How have you esteemed your colleague? How have you put value? How have you cherished your husband or your wife for what they have done? Or all you're looking at, is it the negatives? Because it's so easy for us to focus on the negatives, that good that the stranger done to you outside. How have you cherished that? How have you admired that? So it's more than just us saying it, this word appreciation. Because I think so many times we just say it, and if we're not careful, it just becomes like just a piece of cloth lying down there. But it's a word that is heavy. It has so much value. Imagine you just surprise someone who has done something for you, and you just turned up at their door with a bouquet of flowers. They go, "Oh wow, how does that make them feel?" Just made their day. Or maybe if you just sent a voice note to someone to say, "You know what, I really appreciate you for what you done for me yesterday. You helped me with my shopping." With the person just done it, we are not even expecting that. So, thank you so much, Mr. Carroll, for that.
You're welcome. Before you go to the next question, that's why I say it's the value of something. It's what you already are, you increase. And in a financial state, what did they say? They say appreciation is adding to that which is already is. When it's something, money is appreciating, something is appreciating. That means it's increasing. So when you appreciate people, you're appreciating them, and you are increasing them. That's what I just wanted to add to that. And according to Abraham Hicks, he said a state of appreciation is a state of godliness, a state of who you are when you were born and who you will be when you are gone. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much. I just love that statement that you just made. Oh, wow. Wow. I like that. Thank you. So, somebody might want to ask, what's the big deal? Why should we appreciate ourselves? Firstly, because I believe it all starts with us. There is a saying that charity begins at home. So why should we appreciate firstly ourselves? Because I believe if we don't appreciate ourselves, it will be difficult for us to appreciate others. So why should we appreciate ourselves and also then others?
Why should you appreciate when you appreciate yourself? That means you know who you are. When you know who you are, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are the daughter of the Most High God. You are chosen, and you have a self-esteem. Definitely, you appreciate yourself. It's only when you appreciate yourself that you are able to appreciate others. And even when you appreciate others and they don't appreciate you back, it's a ministry. Appreciation is a ministry. It's not everybody that appreciates other people, but you have to first of all appreciate you. And before you can do that, you have to discover who you are. When you know who you are, you go all the way. And of course, God says, love your neighbor as yourself. Remember that. So if you don't love yourself, there's no way you love other people. So appreciation comes from the love of God. You know, when you love yourself, you love others. When you appreciate yourself, you're able to appreciate other people easily without looking back or thinking of gaining something or looking for other things from other people. So it's very necessary for you to know who you are, to be able to appreciate others. The moment you realize that you are complete in Christ Jesus, you are, you are made in the image of God and in his likeness, it's easier to appreciate other people, to love yourself, to appreciate yourself, and then to appreciate others.
Wow. So someone might want to say, what's the benefit in me appreciating myself? Like you said, can we elaborate a little bit on that? Because it's so important. Number one, our identities. You know, if I don't appreciate, for example, I'm tall. You know, they used to call me lanky when I was in secondary school. You know, so I've gone to acknowledge that I can't be any shorter. I am tall. That's how I've been created. I need to stand tall, stand out, you know, and I have other features that I need to appreciate. That's how I've been created. And as a matter of fact, um, it's not going to change unless I do something about it, which might be detrimental to me. So if I am happy and I appreciate what the Maker has created me to be, I think it will help me to appreciate someone else, especially if we share the same qualities together. But for the other person with whom I don't share the same qualities together, I still need to appreciate them for who they've been created to be. You know, so maybe just to help us, because sometimes some people just think there is no value in that anyway. What's the point? There is a point because it's a mindset thing. If I don't learn to appreciate, I need to be able to appreciate myself. If I've done a little job today, you know, that I've been struggling to do for months, and I'm able to do it, like I've been able to overcome that barrier of delay. I should be able to appreciate that small thing that I've done and not put myself down. If I don't learn to do that, then when I see somebody celebrating their little success, I will just not put any value on it. What's your take on that, Mr. Carroll?
That's very true what you said. That's why I said you have to know who you are. You have confidence in yourself. When you have confidence in yourself, then it's easier to appreciate other people. Whether they appreciate you or not, you just do what you got to do. All right. Some people, why they don't really appreciate other people is because of culture. Some people, because of their environmental influence. In some culture, you are not appreciated as a woman, as a child, you are not appreciated. In homes, like especially I was giving an example, I'm not being stereotyped here. In Africa background, maybe Asia background, they don't appreciate women, they don't appreciate children. We are heard, but we're not allowed to speak. I grew up in that kind of environment for a very long time. I'm a typical person that will say, okay, I won't appreciate somebody. But you know what they say? Or if you appreciate a woman, they will not do what they're supposed to do. In fact, they are killing you if they don't appreciate you. Because lack of appreciation, homes are divided. Marriage, there are divorces. There is no love between children and parents. When you don't appreciate people, they lose it. Workers, when you don't appreciate your workers, what happened? They leave. There are survey out there that when you appreciate your worker, you are more productive. Same thing with home. When you appreciate your wife, you appreciate your children, you are happier. You have a happy relationship. So it's very, very important. And the reason why people don't say, "Oh, I don't see a reason why you appreciate," it's because of their culture. They need to change their mindset. When you are in Rome, they say, behave like the Romans. Why not look? Because God Himself appreciates you. He said, days what's the word again? Is just gone off my mouth. Those that diligently seek the Lord. No, that's the one in Daniel. Where you say, when you work diligently, you'll be rewarded.
Yeah.
Paraphrase now. So God appreciates you when you do something good. He will appreciate you. He will bring you out and rewards you. So that's what we should be doing. We want to be like Christ. Say, let this mind be in you, like that of Christ. Christ does it when he was like, he appreciates people. He sees something about you, he bring you out and will talk about it and appreciates you.
Wow. Thank you so much, because I think it's very important. Because like you said, when you're in a relationship with people, um, people take things for granted. We do tend to
Yeah.
take things for granted, and sometimes people get hurt as a result of that, because it's like, oh, just because you are my wife, I don't need to appreciate you. I do things anyway. I take you out. But words are so powerful, and our actions also are so powerful, that it can trigger somebody's emotions.
Yeah. It's
So
cultural. Like I said earlier, no, it's cultural. Most men, some women will do their hair. The man will not even realize that you have done your hair. You go and buy a dress, you go out of your way to change, to lose weight, and they will not even realize that you have lost weight. That alone, makes the person to be angry. It's vice versa. If you come from a culture where women are not appreciated or men are not appreciated, believe me, that marriage is gone already.
wow.
It's gone already. That relationship is gone already. And why you see some children very angry with their parent is their parent have never said, I love you to them. You see some grown up children, adults, they cry. They say, my daddy never told me he loved me. My mother had never uttered the word, I love you. Even in their adulthood, they feel that pain. So you see, it's very, very important for you to declare your love and appreciation to people who are near you and people who are far away from you, because it makes everything to be, happier
Wow.
and better and, more
Now we
fruitful.
are going deeper. Now we are going deeper. Maybe you are an employer. When last did you show appreciation to your employee? Maybe as an employee, when last did you show an appreciation to your employer? As a parent, just because we are the parents, we are the parents of our children. When last have we shown appreciation to them for that errand you sent them on and they done it? Just a hug. Oh, come and give me a hug. Well done. I really appreciate you. You know what? It makes them do it again another 100 times,
Yeah.
just because you've
Yeah.
said it once.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's very good. I have a quote here. It said, when kindness is expressed, healthy relationships are created, community connections are nourished, and people are inspired to pass on kindness. You know, when you express act of kindness, it goes along, and that's why I love Mother Teresa. It's just I cannot be like Mother Teresa. Everybody is into their, into their ministry, their call. I try as much. She's my mentor, and you see, she had to go. She was from a very rich family. She denied herself to go into Calcutta in India. She's not from that place, to help people, the poor people. She was going out without shoes because she said people without shoes. And that's where I get this quote from. And that's one of the quotes that really inspired me to do what I am doing. He said, there is more hunger for love and appreciation in the world than for bread. That's so true. And the day I saw this, that just increased my love for, my hunger for love and appreciation for people, to appreciate people. You never think about it until you get to that level. That is true, People we lack love, we lack love, we lack appreciation in relationship, in workplaces. I've seen a lot of people. They say, oh, I employ somebody, and they are gone. They don't stay. I say, you know one thing I tell? I say, do you really appreciate them? Have you ever go out of your way to buy them present or to give them an award, a handwritten note, or listen to them, to what they are going through, for them to know that it belongs. And sometimes I tell people, you know what, give them a little percentage of what of what you are doing. They have a sense of belongingness. When somebody have a sense of belongingness, they go out of their way to satisfy you and to pour all their heart in what they are doing for you. So we're here to, to kind of encourage you to appreciate people around you. people that work for you, your lovers, your husband, your wife. Yeah, you might come from a culture where they don't really appreciate people. Why not learn it? It goes a long way. It makes people to do extraordinary thing. Just an act of kindness goes a long way, and that's what we do. Thank you very much, Pastor Florence.
Wow. Wow. This is a principle that cuts right across. I think if we improve on this right across, especially in our relationships, sometimes we have become so familiar in our relationships that we don't think we need to do anything extra. Oh, I don't need to do anything extra. It feels like I'm doing too much. No, that little goes a very long way. So if it's been a long time that you've not acknowledged somebody, you've not appreciated somebody, or maybe you've not appreciated yourself, tomorrow go get yourself a box of chocolate. Appreciate yourself for all the hard work you've done. I've been saying to some people that it's my holiday. My work is so busy and complex, working in schools, and I said, this is me time now. It's my holiday. It is me time. I'm going to treat myself by resting. I need to rest. I need to recoup. Why am I doing that? Because I need to appreciate that my work is a hardcore job. And I know that I've done it well and I deserve some rest. For me, if you're able to afford an holiday, treat yourself. Go for a holiday. Go for a retreat. Do something. Thank you.
I tell women, especially women,
Lady Maria.
you know why?
Thank you, Lady Margaret.
I'm not a feminist, but I love to help women. That's who I am. I just love to, because of where my environment, where I grew up. I grew up in a place where there were a lot of prostitutes, where people are being, derogated. And so when I say women, so do not think I'm a feminist. I just like to encourage women. I like to encourage them and empower them and bring the best out of them, because I know we are much more than we think we are, So I am here to encourage you guys to appreciate yourself. I tell women, listen, if somebody calls you in Africa, wherever, and I say, send me £100, would you not send it? You go up and above to send that money. But when I ask them to spend that money on themselves, oh no, it's too much. But when something happens to you, other people spend that money that you have labored for. And this is why people don't appreciate other people. When you don't appreciate yourself enough to book into a hotel, go for a retreat, have a massage for yourself, or just do something for yourself. Go maybe once a month. It is very, very important. Your inner being will appreciate you when you appreciate yourself. You eat the best foods you want to eat. When you are not just eat what you find to eat, but what your soul craves for. That is you appreciating yourself. Just eat it. I listened to a video was sent to me to a platform sometimes, and this actually just opened my mind. It blew my mind. I said, oh my God. I mean, this is for me. The person said, listen, they were talking in African language. You say, most of you guys, you earn a little bit of money. Yes, we know. But take the money, pay your rent, you do this, pay. Who do you live out of the whole thing at the end? It's you. You spend for your children, you spend for your husband, you spend for your family. But you don't always have time for yourself. You don't spend anything. You know what I say? Except your inner being is not happy with you. He said, every month that you earn your money, take 10 pounds or 10 naira or whatever it is out of it, go and buy something that your heart desires. Sit down, eat it, and just say, you know what, Lord, I thank you. He said, believe me or believe me. He said, your inner being will be happy and then doors will be opening for you. How many times have you really done that for yourself, to appreciate who you are and to go out of the way to just do something for yourself? I'm asking you that question. So, and there's another quote that I have here. If I just quickly go there, he said, one act of kindness can transform a person's day or even their lives. As the saying goes, be kind. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Kindness is one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. Be kind to somebody. Everyone you meet out there is fighting a battle. All you need, and that's why, honestly, I go out and I see people, especially people that, some people you see them, they will just frown their face. I'll say hello to them. I say, excuse me, are you not a Shirley black woman? Are you not black? Your sister is saying hello, and there you are. Some people say, I'm sorry, my mind has now say, just say hello, let's smile. I like to put smile on people's faces, and that's why I'm never sad. Glory be to God. So you just go out tomorrow, ask, meet anybody, just say, hello, you're beautiful. Oh, hi, your dress is beautiful. Oh, your hair is nice. Oh, your earring is beautiful. Find something, that's appreciating them. And it's right from your heart, not pretense. If you are pretending, it will not, you not gel with that person. When you say something genuinely, the people feel it. Because when I talk to people, believe me, some people will cry. Some people cry, say, oh, I've never, somebody has not told me this for a long time. I hug them. I say, come on, you are. You are. And that's what God wants. The Bible said, let your light so shine that men will see your good works and appreciate your Father in heaven. People will see me, there's something about you, oh, you're spiritual. I say, yes, I'm a Christian. There are things you do that people just know you're a Christian. You don't need to preach. And the Lord will help us in Jesus' name.
Thank you so much for that. I'm sure somebody might say, it's just appreciation, but how do you feel, viewers? When last have you been appreciated for something? I'm sure for the past few weeks, there are times when you've been upset that you've done something and you've not been appreciated. Some people just say, oh, I can't be bothered. Trust me, you're going to have a day when you're actually going to feel down that you've done so much. You're not doing it for somebody to appreciate you, but every now and then, it feels good. It helps. It encourages you. It motivates you to just want to do more when you are appreciated. It just helps with your persona. Mr. Carl, you talked about us, Asian and Afro-Caribbean communities. Places from where we've come from, for some of us, this is a new learning curve that we need to include this in our daily vocabulary. Appreciation, like you said, I think if you have traveled and you're living in this part of the world, this should not be new to us. Somebody said last week. So last week, Lady Maria, were you appreciated, or did you show appreciation to someone? This, like I said, is a time for us all to review. If we are not practicing this habit, it will catch up with us. And it's not anything we have to cook up. But you see somebody today, the next minute they are gone. The life is so short. The Bible says we are like flowers, and it's blossoming at daytime, and in the evening it withers. So why are you keeping what you have? In some of us struggle, which is what that's what's going to take me to the next place. Obviously, Mr. Carl, you've mentioned our cultural backgrounds. Those are definitely hindrances why we struggle to appreciate. But what are other areas that stops us? Why do people struggle to appreciate? Why on earth do we struggle to appreciate?
Apart from culture is the main thing. Culture is the main thing. When something has been imbibed in your subconscious mind for a long time, it's not easy to change it unless you have to intentionally learn, unlearn, and relearn. You learn, unlearn, and relearn. This is what I want to do. I want to change, and it's gradual. Then jealousy makes people not to appreciate people. When you are jealous of people, well, what is it? What is it that you have done that somebody else cannot do? And then envy, bitterness, it's the opposite of the fruit of the spirit. Anything that is not of fruit of the spirit will not make you to appreciate God's people. The moment you have the fruit of the spirit, which is one of them is joy, is kindness. When you have kindness, you want to share it to people. And the moment you appreciate people, believe me, you get it back. It's what you give, you get back. If you don't give it, you don't get it. And some people say, oh, people don't like me. People don't appreciate me because you don't give it. Give, it shall be given back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, that men will begin to give unto your bosom. It's not only financially. In everything, is a law, is a principle. And the moment you follow that principle, you get back. He said one of the best way to strengthen your relationship is through showing of appreciation. The best way to strengthen your relationship, any kind of relationship, is showing of appreciation. The moment you show appreciation, your love and appreciation to somebody, to your work, somebody that works for you, to your husband, to your wife, to your children, what happens? It strengthens that relationship. It makes you to be better. Then there is love, and the love goes around. It increases. Like I said earlier on, in financial states, they said appreciation is something that adds to something that is already being. You're adding on, you're adding on. So when you appreciate people, what happens? You're adding up joy. You're adding up, happiness. You're adding up everything that will make that relationship to flourish. Even with God, when you appreciate God, when you worship God, what happens? God comes. The Bible says God inhabits in the praises of his people. Why would God inhabit in your praises? What will he inhabit? Because you are calling him. He has to come down. When you worship God, he comes down. When you're praying, he hear you, but when you worship and really genuinely, worship God, say, I don't want anything. It's just the love I have for God. I love you, God. I exalt you. I magnify you. God will come, whatever you want. You say, my child, I hear your voice. What do you want? Because you appreciate him. Same thing with other people. And believe me, do you know why I'm going to be controversial here a little bit. Do you know why some girls, all those seductress, they take that people's husband or wife is because of lack of appreciation. Because when they go to their girlfriend or their boyfriend's place,
they receive everything that they don't get.
It's just like Delilah. Why would Delilah? It's not as powerful as Samson. He put Samson's head on the lap. He will rub Samson's head. I know you are very powerful. You are a good guy. You are handsome. You are whatever. When you appreciate, they do their nails. They will comb their hair. They will barb their hair. They will not allow. You know what? You are showing appreciation. You are, showing your love and appreciation to that person. And some people, they are just gullible. Because those people, they know what they're looking for. I'm not talking about this now, doing it, in an evil way. In every good thing, there's bad side of it.
Yeah.
So they use it to get what they want. So why I'm saying that is that appreciation, when you say it, it just strengthens your relationship and it makes people to be happy. It makes things to work better. Wow. In the long run, is of your advantage as well.
This is working right across the board. So fiancés, husbands, wives, fathers, mothers, brothers and sisters, we have to appreciate one another. Yeah. It helps to strengthen relationships. Ooh, it helps to appreciate. It's more valuable than, and there are some things money cannot buy. Yeah. That is fine. You can put money in an envelope to show appreciation to someone. That's just a sign of your token, but really that money is not going to pay for that appreciation that you're showing.
It's as simple as thank you. It goes a long way. That's part of our appreciation. Just thank you. I thank you. I mean, sometimes, honestly, if you see the way I say thank you, somebody will give me £1. Was it 2 days ago or 3 days ago? Somebody came to buy, a lady, an older woman who's about 70 something, came to buy something from me. And the way I spoke and my customer service to her, she bought something of £2 and she gave me £2 extra for a cup of tea. And if you see the way I appreciate that £2, I cuddled her and I said, thank you for this. It doesn't have to give me £2, but I really appreciate it and I cuddle her. I mean, you could see connection there already. I said, I will always come and patronize you, she said. I said, thank you very much.
Wow.
So thank you, as little as it is, like sorry, thank you. Or when you listen empathetically to people, that's part of appreciation. You listen to people, not you just, listen, just listen. It's like, look, there's a play they acted out in church today when somebody was praying and said, our Father who art in heaven, and God answered back, say, yes. He said, what do you mean by that? I mean, the person was shocked. Prayer is about talking and listening. Listen to people will appreciate that. It goes a long way. So those are the things I just wanted to add to that.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lady Maria said she did show appreciation last week. And yeah, somebody appreciated her as well. Well done, well done, well done. I think, we are not saints. Um, the reason why this is such a practical thing to talk about, all of us, we need to improve. We can get better, but there is power. If you've not done this for months, for weeks, your relationship is dying. Your relationship with your children, your relationship with your family. What about church and ministry? As a congregant, when last did you appreciate your pastor? Are you one of those people that's always cussing your pastors? Hey, my pastor, this. But yet, still, the man of God or the woman of God is spending hours interceding for your behalf. They spend hours. A solid man or a solid woman of God spends time, digs into the word to come and feed the congregation. Some of them don't even have any time of their own. They are sold out. When last did you show appreciation? Like we said, it doesn't have to be expensive. Just a thank you. Just a thank you card. Just some nice words. When last did you appreciate your husband, your wife, your friend for what they've done for you? Somebody that once helped you, saved you, somebody that stood for you in the gap when you needed it. Ooh, now that things are working well, you've forgotten. So that's what happened. We must not forget. Mr. Carol, like I said, some people are naturally gifted with some things. Somebody like you have come up with a program that gives people the opportunity to nominate someone. The first time you started this series of this show, I was like, oh, here we go again, Mr. Carol. But it shows that we are all different, and God has blessed us all with different innovations, different skills, different talents, different passions. And now somebody is here to say, okay, I want to create a platform where people can come and show appreciation. People can come and nominate somebody, and just read this whole biography about them, about what they do, what they are known for doing, or how they've impacted the lives of people around them. It can be a family member, it can be your employer or your employee, it can be someone in your ministry, somebody in your field of business. Mr. Carl, what drove you to this? Why are you so passionate about this? Thank you.
Like I said earlier on, and I am an encourager. I am an encourager. So it's easier for me to encourage people. Plus, when I read about God placed in my heart, to appreciate people, there was a point in time in my life where I wasn't really happy and things were going on in my life. But one thing I do that God has given to me is smile. I smile a lot. I smile. Whether I'm, going through issues in life or whatever, I smile and I appreciate people, and I always see people. I say a good thing about people anytime I go out. And because of that, when I was going through, people always tell me, "Oh, minister, oh, you look beautiful. Oh, you are beautiful. Oh, people just see through me and they encourage me because I encourage people." So I think along the line, I started my ministry is actually a date with Christ because women, like I said earlier on, I like to encourage women. I like to empower women. I feel so bad when I see women going through issues of life or when they are being placed in a box or they place themselves in that box because of culture or one thing or the other. So I started, this woman just came, she shared her story with me one day, and I lifted up, when she's left, I lifted up my eyes to God and said, Lord, just give me something to do, so that I'll be able to, to bless women, something like a party, but, but they will be filled, they will be fulfilled and know who they are. And that's where God gave me the word, a date with Christ. And I realized, oh my God, a date with Christ. How can I do? What does that mean? But as I started, God started, putting things across and showing me what to do. That's how it started. A date with Christ is a place where we appreciate women. We take women out to 5-star hotel. We bring people, professionals in that field to come and speak to them so that they will change their mindset, because your mindset is everything. Most people, they've been in London for over 30 years and yet their mindsets are not changed. So we bring people that will change their mindset to transform them into what God has created them to be. That's how we started it. And as time goes on, it graduated to this celebration of ordinary people doing extraordinary things in the community, because there are unsung heroes out there. People, like one of the things you said earlier on, we don't appreciate each other enough. We don't appreciate our parents enough. It's only when somebody is dead or died that we say, oh, this is that. Oh, it was a good person. My mother told me that. I remember before she celebrated her 70th birthday, he said, Carol, listen, I want you to celebrate me when I'm alive, not when I'm dead. Because when I'm dead, it's people you are feeding, not me. Celebrate me, do this, and we did it by God's grace. So I just like to appreciate people. There are people, ordinary people out there that are adding to the community. There are people, it could be your father, it could be your mother, it could be your wife, it could be your husband, that has done something, that has gone a little bit extra for you. You just nominate them. This awards night is not like any other awards that you have to, you have to do exam or whatever. No, this one, we appreciate you for the little, because those little things becomes a bigger thing. It's like a ripple effect. When you appreciate somebody, it becomes a better person. There are people that we have appreciated, and the moment you appreciate them, door begin to open for them, and door begin to open for you as well. So we set up this where we appreciate people. We just see that people's potentials. You don't have to be a professional to be awarded. We see your potential, we award you, we lift you up, and that opens door for you. Many people we have given this award to, honestly, by God's grace, their door just get open, and then they are telling me, Minister Carol, you were the first person that started. I said, no, it's not me. God only used me, to do to express what He wants in your life.
Mr. Carl, let me just chip in there. You've just said some very, very vital things there. That just caught me. Yeah, just that one award, just that one recognition can be somebody's stepping stone. Imagine just by you putting someone out there. You see some people go up, they go, I was not expecting this. Obviously in this case, you're going to tell the person because you want them to come nice and dressed and stuff. By the way, if you are in London or if you're coming from the States, you are here on holiday, if you're coming from Europe, make this a date. Just to let you know, Mr. Carroll did not, it's been open now. These awards, this appreciation, you see, influential role model and mentors, awarding extraordinary things that ordinary people have done. So this is not about only professionals. It can be for professionals. What did your child do? What role did your child play? What role did your husband play? What role did your friend? What role did the nurse in your community play? Even during the COVID, this is a time for appreciation. You search yourself. What do you want to appreciate someone for? This is the night. So it can be your husband, it can be your boss, it can be anybody. This is for both ladies and gentlemen. Husband, what do you want to appreciate your wife for? Is your child in business? The more you put them out there by just acknowledging and allowing others to come and celebrate that success with you, it puts them out there on a pedestal. And what you said there was so right. Some people, just from that one award, people get to know what they are all about. People get to connect. It's a great place to network. Oh yeah. I'm a benefactor of events like this. It's a great place to network. It's a great place to meet other people, So I'm just gonna thank you, KM Play. Somebody says appreciation is a vehicle to move blessings. Yes, it gives a feeling of entitlement. Mr. Donna says brilliant initiative is good for people to know why they are appreciated, why they are alive. Please, if you don't do it for me now, please, I won't be happy if you do it for me.
Celebrate you. Yeah, it's a place where we celebrate, honor, and recognize ordinary people, people doing extraordinary in the community. I give you this quote from Mother Teresa. I told you she's my mentor. He said, I can do what I can. You can do what I cannot do. I can do what you cannot do. Together, we can do great things for God. Mother Teresa.
Wow.
You because you can do what I cannot do. I can do what you cannot do. When you see people doing what you cannot do, you appreciate them. You
Thank
show
you.
them love that. And that's where it comes from, that there is more hunger for love and appreciation in the world than for bread. So it's not easy, but just and we just encourage people, appreciate somebody by nominating somebody for this award, bring them into limelight. The Bible said, He will give you fame. It is God that gives fame. Honestly, it does. You know what the earthly people are doing? They got it from the Bible and they are using it for their own good. So why
Yep.
can't we, do this for ourselves in the kingdom of God as well? Let's appreciate each other. Nominate somebody out there, and on the day they will dress gorgeously. They will meet with people of destiny that will transform their life. Like we said earlier on, it opens door for you into your breakthrough, into your destiny. The moment you are one of them, your life never remains the same again in Jesus' name. Try
Thank
it. And there are
you.
people that are coming that are going to give testimony. The previous award recipient, they are going to give testimony. You see, somebody just called me and said, Minister Carol, you started it, you started. I said, no, it's not me. She had an award, she came to my program, and voila, she's going to tell her story, everything open. There was another woman that said, I've worked in the both private and NHS sector for 35 years. Nobody had ever appreciated me. On that day, she was crying when they gave her the award. I said, no, 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 no. We need to appreciate each other while we are here on
Wow.
earth. And what stops you when you were a previous award, award recipient? What stops you from as nominating somebody else? And that's one thing people do. When they get the award, they don't want to nominate other people. I don't know why. I said, what does it take you to nominate other? That's what we're saying earlier on, why we say people don't appreciate other people. Somebody nominated you, somebody appreciated you, you got the award. What stops you from? You can't tell me out of all your people that stays around you, there's nobody to be nominated for an award.
Wow. Mr.
You know,
Carol, so just have a pause. So I want to use this opportunity, Minister Carol, to appreciate you. You deserve more than an award.
thank you,
To appreciate you for everything that you have been to my life.
thank you,
For many
thank
people
you,
that know me, I came from Sierra Leone, and Minister Carol is from Nigeria, and they
Lord
have
be
not
to God.
been any boundaries whatsoever since we connected. Guess where I met this woman? I met her at a funeral, if she can remember, because I don't forget. And since then, we connected. Having lost my mother, like I said, she's like a mother figure to me, and we've worked together on quite a few occasions successfully. So I really want to appreciate it, and I want to appreciate everybody again who has taken time to tune in here. These are just principles that cut right across. What are we encouraging? Appreciate your husband, appreciate your wife, appreciate your employer, appreciate your employee, appreciate your neighbor. Surprise someone. This event is going on, it's taking place on August. Let me just put
The
it up.
8th of August.
Please take a snapshot of it. Viewers, Influential Role Model and Mentors Award. Minister Carol is on Facebook. You can connect with her on Facebook, or if you would like tickets, this is a time for you to come out. The person you're going to be appreciating, they're going to come dressed up. You're going to come with them. You know what? We've all come out of COVID. This is the time to start treating ourselves. Don't look at the
Yeah,
money, because things have gone up, but by the grace of God, we are still living.
yeah,
Sometimes just have to make time to go out, and enjoy yourself. So the tickets are £120. We all know some of us buy shoes that is £400. So
yeah.
that ticket includes your feeding, your drinks, and a very beautiful evening. Plus you're gonna be connecting with other destiny helpers. You just
Mm.
don't know who you will be connecting with. So it's taking place on Sunday, the 28th of August at Doubletree by Hilton Hotel in Docklands. The nominations are open. You can go to www.faithacademy, Faith Academy, Mr. Carol. If you can type
Yeah,
it in the comment box and type all the links where this can be found. If you have somebody that you want to appreciate, somebody that you want to nominate, please do contact Lady Carol Babalola. She is on Facebook, or you go to Faith Academy and on Facebook, or contact her. Her telephone number is there. please bring out someone, surprise someone. It makes such a big difference when people are appreciated. Trust me.
Mhm.
I produce, and there's somebody close to me who knows that, you need to understand. That's part of understanding people's love languages. You need to understand what your other half likes, what friends like. Some people is words of affirmation, appreciation, but generally we should all be in the habit of appreciating people. So
Thank you.
surprise someone, and the event, you can contact me if you want me to help you to get your ticket, and if you want to nominate someone. But the lady herself is here, the host of the event is here. Please connect with her. Just
Yeah.
before we go, Mr. Carol, I
Before
know
we
I'm
go, I just okay, you go on.
yeah, I was just saying I know I'm going to bring you back for something else, but I just want to give you just 2 minutes because our time,
Yeah.
it's the time has just gone so quick.
It
We just
is time is that's why I say time is not our friends.
thank you.
I just want to quickly say the first 50 people that will pay, there is a yearly magazine that comes out. Your face will be in front of the magazine, and it's called Transformational Magazine. The Transformational Magazine. So the first 50 people that will pay buy their tickets, your face will appear as women or men of influential women of substance in London. That alone is awesome. So it's different. All right. Thank you. Like you said, nominate somebody out there. Show love and appreciation to somebody out there. You don't have to know them. It's kind of an act of kindness. Just see people, appreciate them, love them. The love of Christ, let it radiate round the world. When you do, an act of kindness to somebody or you appreciate somebody, believe me, you are glorifying God, and God will surely repay you in whatever good thing that you do. This, like we said earlier on, this award ceremony is for ordinary people doing extraordinary things in the community, homes, businesses. That unsung hero. We want to honor them. We want to recognize them. We want to celebrate them. It's like a ripple effect. The moment you do it, they do it to other people. They do it to other people, one by one at a time. We cannot help everybody at the same time. We can help one person at a
Thank
time,
you.
and it goes round. Thank you very much for inviting me to your show.
Thank you
I
so
appreciate you,
much.
sis. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Carol. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. And viewers, we've come to the end of today's program. Don't you forget, this program is held on every two last Sundays, the month. But really, in this month of August, I'm going to be having some special broadcasts. So please look out. I have some charities that I do support on this platform. And this platform, one of the things I do is to support charitable organizations that I've really sourced out, and they are doing the work. So I'm going to be having some special broadcasts in addition to what I do on the two Sundays. So thank you so much for joining. Remember to contact Lady Carol, show appreciation to someone, and thank you so much. Please follow on me on Facebook, Practical Talk with Floris Lyman. I'm also on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. There's a faith aspect also on YouTube. Please do remember to subscribe. Well, I want to say thank you so very much. God bless you. Have a lovely week. Please make sure you appreciate your father first, who gives you the strength to get up every day to go find your living. Appreciate your family. Appreciate your loved ones. Just show appreciation. Don't wait for tomorrow. You might not see the person again. But God bless you and have a fruitful week. Bye-bye.